Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sailing Mist. We have got a whole heap of things coming up for you. A failed sail repair attempt straight off. Hope you enjoy. Cheers! So obviously we try and do as much work as we can on the boat ourselves, but there's some things that even with the best will in the world we just simply can't do. So we're off to see a Sailmaker, and Dolphin Sails are the selected Sailmaker of choice for today, and they're going to have a look at our number one that we rather unceremoniously exploded last year when a spreader end went through the leech. So we'll have a look and see what they've got to say. Hello, mate. I think it's down the leach. I'm pretty up at the top by the spreader. Well, ultimately, it is just shagged, isn't it?
Well, that's the non-polite way of putting it, yeah.
Not good. The net result of all of that, it's knackered. Okay, and what should be now a simple task, after having removed the line driver that controls the pole hill car for the spinnaker, we are going to pop a couple of simple cleats here to make life nice and easy for us, and when we're fully crewed for when we have a mast person, not mast man. Cool, right, here we go. Drilling off pole hill lift system, take 37. Bugger. Take 38 needed. Drop tool count 157. I'm going to give you one top tip. If I've learned absolutely anything in working on boats, get the right tools. I have not got the right tool. Okay, so the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that we're not putting any barrier cream on here to prevent corrosion. This will be applied later after I finish my struggle with the tap wrench. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, for ease of hoisting sails, especially when single or double-handed, we're going to pop a cleat here in line with each of the halyards, so that we can clean it off, just to get her up under no tension, and then we'll fly back to the cockpit and take out the tension. In theory, when we pull on the tension, it'll pull it out the cleat. So we fitted all those, and we're going to gunk them up with a bit of Tefl gel. We're using Tefl gel rather than Duralac, because Duralac tends to dry up and bind a little bit. So it's a barrier, stops the corrosion of the dissimilar metals. So we've got stainless going into aluminium, which are just going to fizz away and cause havoc. This stuff will stop it, and it will make it easier to get out later. Halyard 1, Halyard 2, Halyard 3, Bosh! Okay, next little project is, when you are sat here helming, and the boat starts to heel, my feet tend to disappear all over the place, and I end up slipping down. So we've got some of these nice little teak chocks. Cut the area of grip out, and we're going to mount these on here. Then, with the theory being that I've got a nice little perch for my feet, and I'm not going to slip down the leeward when the boat starts to heel up too much or we get hit with a gust. So that'll be a quick one now. Quick splurge of splurgy stuff. Right, quickly tighten them up and we'll be done. Okay, job done. Observe. Foot shock, nice and positioned. Get a couple of feet on. Steering away. Go, stop. Ha! I'm staying put, man. Okay, so I'm an idiot. This is a tow rail, and this is what it's for, to stop your feet going over the edge. Now, clearly, I am stalling time here, syncing up a voice note with the video to show you what's going on. Here, I'm demonstrating that it is damned uncomfortable to sit on the side of a boat when you're racing or cruising with the tow rail going in the back of your leg. This is not me trying to throw a javelin. What I'm trying to show you here is that we're going to put this bit of pipe onto the tow rail, and then hopefully it's going to protect us and our crew's backs of the legs.
I've been walking around, waiting for you to shine. People passing me by. Does it feel like I belong? Trying to keep it alive on this hungry side for a better confirmation. Yeah, I'm heading for the station and I can feel.
And there we have it. Bosh. Nice and cosy on the legs and enjoyable for all. Okay, so we got the old rudder bearings out, and behold, new rudder bearings have been made. So now we're going to try and fit these onto the rudder post to see if they are of the right size. Hopefully so. Tweet. A bit too tweet. Some fettling required. More fettling required, I think. Bosh. Okay, so another little project we've got is an improvement we're going to do. We don't necessarily need to do it, but it's going to make our life easier. Down here, just down by my foot, behind this plank of wood, there is a black thing. That's our speed transducer. And if we don't take that out periodically, it gets furred up with weed and whatnot, and it doesn't work. There's a little impeller in there that spins round and round and round, and if it's weeded up, it doesn't spin. And we find this really useful. When we're cruising or racing, we can have the GPS speed telling us how far we're moving over the ground, and then we have that speed telling us how much we're moving through the water, and it tells us how much tide, with the difference, how much tide we've got with us or against us. So really handy if you're trying to cruise somewhere and get to the pub or the anchor quicker, and if you're racing, obviously trying to make your way to the mark quicker. So when we're trying to remove it, getting this panel out here is always in the way. So we have to go across the top, and we get water everywhere, because when we take that out, there's a great big hole in the bottom of the boat and we have to put a plug in. So we're going to remove this block of wood here, and Harry is going to shape us a nice new bit, and then that is hopefully going to give us easier access, so we can yoink, plop, and get less water in the boat when we're doing that changeover. So I'm going to step aside for this, and Harry is going to take over. Okay, hopefully now we're going to have a pretty quick and simple job. We have a brown stain, not nice, poo stain, and we're going to attack it with some cheap knockoff Y10 to get rid of the stain. Here we go. Don't eat it. Yeah. Right, we'll leave that to dry, see what happens. More gack needed. See how we go. Et voila! So as the sun goes down over the boatyard for another day, it's time to wrap up this episode. Join us next time as we get involved in the messy world of polishing an anti-foul, and we decide to remove a locker on deck and trying fiberglassing for the first time. Before we go, we'd just like to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of the encouragement you have given us so far. We love the comments that you guys make and the interaction with you. Seeing the subscription numbers rise and the likes for the videos really helps us to keep going and to put in the work to share our somewhat troubled bodge fest. Next time everyone, cheers.